Hello everyone, it's Michael. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel tonight. Tonight I have for you, well it's night here, I don't know where it is, what time it is where you guys are, but I wanted to share with you tonight a new mini album that I finished over the weekend using a very cool paper pad and a very cool template. It's someone in town is going on a trip and they wanted a travel themed small book that they can fit into their backpack or her purse easily. So I came up with this. I used a template, a paper printable template from Genevieve Designs on Etsy. This template is called the Paper Dream Template. You can make so many different sized mini albums using this template. It's definitely worth the investment. I will leave links below for everything I'm talking about here. The mini album here measures 6¼ by 4¾ by I believe 1½ Okay, it has 4 pages in it. It's not made to handle 100 photos. Okay, they just wanted something small that they can stick some ephemera from their trip and some quick photos from their Instax and things like that. So the paper pad I used, it's called Flight 2715. It's the first paper pad designed by Paper Phenomenon, Kathy King of Paper Phenomenon. She designed it with Didi Catrone of Viva Las Vegas Stamps or 7 Dot Studio. I don't know where you guys might know her from. And I love this paper pad. There's a digital version that I bought, and there is also a physical paper pad that you can get on her website. Again, I will leave links below for everything. The digital version, I believe, does come with a lot more than the physical paper pad. The digital version has 24 pattern sheets and 61 solids of different colors and hues, all within the same family. I'll show it at the end, some of the pieces, but it's very masculine yet feminine at the same time, and it's all travel themed, and it's just awesome. Anyway, back to the book. The closure here, the Wanderlust I cut out from one of the ephemera cut apart sheets in the pad, and I adhered here. The wings, the crown, and this star that's on the string comes from this Adornments charm package from Tim Holtz's Ideology line. I've had this for forever. I don't even know if this is still available. You'll have to check your local craft store or online. The string closure is basically packing twine that I picked up at my local supermarket that I sprayed with some red and black marble Delusions ink spray, and I just heat set it. And this is pretty much what I love to use for a lot of the closures on my book. So this just goes around the book, and there's a charm on the end from the same Adornments package. So you open this up, and on the inside front cover, these are different pieces from the ephemera or the cut apart pages. There are a lot of cut aparts in this digital pack. You have a Polaroid here, which I put a piece of white cardstock behind for a photograph, a compass, some stars, and this sentiment, let's find some beautiful place to get lost, which I just love. The front of page 1 has a belly band on it, but I moved it off center. I didn't want it in the center, so I moved it off the center. And then it has a book on the inside for 2 photos or some kind of ephemera or tickets or something. Look at this paper. I love it. And I loved this paper with the arrows because it's kind of saying there's more to come, keep going. Each of the pages has a center pull out for 2 photographs. I used a different file tab on each one, which is also part of the ephemera pack. And it's just a white inside for photographs. One photograph or two or a few extra. It says Journey, Remember, Adventure, and Memories. So back of page 1 is just a blank page, just a designer paper for them to adhere something there or do some journaling if they want to. The front of page 2, we have another pull out here that says Remember. The front of page 2 is also just designer paper. This flips open for another photo mat here. I originally had this cut. I was going to put something inside of here, but it was getting too thick for the book. I also used very thick craft cardstock, which I won't do next time. This is 300 gram. I don't know what that is in poundage, but it's very thick. Photo here. This is one of the solid pieces from the pack. This is one of the designer pages, one of the patterns, and it's the same page. I just cut them apart so that they just kind of all link together. You have the postage stamp up here, bringing this piece over to this piece. And then this just slides in there. This closes. On the back of page 2, we have this other belly band. It says Photos. This is from one of the pattern sheets. It comes with a bunch of different patterns going across like that. And then this is another booklet that pops out for 2 more photos or 4 photos, whatever they want to do. And that just slides in here. The front of page 3 has 2 pockets. This, I took one of the cut aparts and I just mounted it on a piece of black cardstock and glued it down here. This says, Traveling. It leaves you speechless, then turns you into a storyteller, which traveling does. And another photo mat using one of the solid sheets. Here, this slides out for more photos. And I just used the corner chomper on that. And this has Adventure. So this is here. There's one other file folder that I think I might add to this pull apart, to this pull out here, so that it's easier to pull it out. But I'll deal with that later on. Turning this over, we have another page with 2 pockets. In the top, I made a little booklet that I need to just staple together. But this is made to be a little booklet that they can write about their trip or do some journaling. And there's some space over here for a photograph with the camera, which I think is really cool. And then here I just cut a piece of cardstock and I just layered it with some designer paper for some photographs, but it just slips in here. And they can slip other things in here also that they get on their trip. This page I completely screwed up on, but I fixed it. We have another pull-out here for photographs, and this one says Memories. This page here, which flips open, there's a magnet here and a magnet here, and it's the same thing on this side with a magnet here. This part and this part was supposed to be a pull-up, but I glued it down upside down. So you can see over here, this should have been like a little pocket over here. I don't know if you can see that. So I just put a piece of black cardstock here with one of the cut aparts, and this way they can just do whatever they want to here. But this opens up like that for a photograph here and some photographs here. And then on this side, again, I screwed this up, so there's a photograph here, and then this is another pocket that pulls out for some photographs. As you can see, I used a lot of the designer paper and not very much of the solids. And that's what like I was saying, this is feminine, but and this is feminine because of the flowers, but when you mix this with the black stripes and the map, it's feminine, but it's masculine. It could really go both ways. I don't know. I love this paper. I actually love this paper pad. This pattern and the Halloween one is even better. I'll show you here. The papers are designed to be, if you've never used a digital paper pad, they're designed to print as large as 12 by 12 if you have a large format printer. I do have a large format printer, but I don't have the inks for it, so, and it's not that easy to get the inks here, so I'm working on something around that, and printers here cost an arm and leg and 2 kidneys. So I use A4 papers, and what's cool is you can really print these designs any size you want. I can print 2 small 6 by 6s, well, 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 here. You can print 4 of the same design. This is showing the full design on a piece of A4 paper. So this is one of the pattern papers. This is another one that I use on the booklet. I cut this piece off and I cut this piece off. Look how cool that is. This is one of the solids, and the solids aren't just solid. It's got these watermarks and splashes. And Jen, I don't know if you're watching this video or if you got this far, but if you have, I left you a comment on your YouTube channel about the Halloween paper. You kind of made a comment that there were no purples in the Halloween paper, and there aren't, but I made a comment that in this flight 2715, there is this purple, which is awesome to use with the Halloween paper. And there's this lime zombie greenish. I hope the colors are coming through correctly, because this is really cool. And there's even this black that it's not a solid black. It's kind of got this mottled watermark kind of look going on, which all would work great with that Halloween paper called 31 Night Street. And this is another size. This is printing the same design as here. Okay, but here I'm getting the full design, the full paper. If you were to print this 12 by 12, this is what you would see on your 12 by 12 paper. When I print it like this, I'm getting part of it here and part of it here, but I'm not getting the whole design. And that's fine with me because it gives me more options. Anyway, I just wanted to show you those papers. I will leave links below to everything, just so you guys know up front. I am a huge follower of Paper Phenomenon and Genevieve, and I don't earn any commission or anything for promoting them. I am just sharing with you guys what I love to use. So links below will be there for you if you wanted to check out the templates or their channels or this paper. And I would love to know what you guys think of this album and of this video. And I appreciate you stopping by. I know that there are a lot of places on YouTube to spend 20 minutes or so. Thank you so much. Please subscribe below if you would like to, and click on that bell so you will get notifications when I have another video coming up. And thank you so much. I will see you soon.